folks, and welcome to another helping of Mr H's Hot Pot. You join me today from, wait for it, Central Florida here in Orlando. We're staying pretty much on the 192 highway in a place called Kissimmee. Those of you who've been this area before, you'll know roughly where we are. We're not far from the theme parks, the Walt Disney World theme parks, which is what we've come for, if we're being honest. Myself, Mrs H and little Toby. We always said, me and Mrs H, if ever we had a little lad or a little girl, we would bring them to Florida because it's a fantastic experience for them. And although some of you out there will say, well, Toby will not remember it, it's getting him used to flying and travelling and things like that. I myself, I didn't travel, if I'm being honest, till I was about my late 20s and early 30s, which is when I met Mrs H. I'd never been abroad before that, so I always vowed if ever I had a son, I'd give him the things that I'd never had. So he was fantastic on the plane, by the way. You know, I'm really proud of him. I thought we'd have trouble with him, but we didn't get a peep out of him. And before anybody says they're out there, no, we didn't just cowpoll him up or anything like that. It was just fantastic. I was absolutely amazed with him. Thought we'd have trouble take off and landing, but no, he proved to be a superstar. And even people around afterwards when we was leaving the plane, they all said he coped with that very well. And I think they were just relieved that they hadn't had a screaming baby at the side of them for 8 hours, 9 hours. I know I've had that myself in the past. You know, somebody brings a kid on and you grow and you think, here we go, it's going to be screaming kids for 9 hours. But Toby didn't do that. Could hear other kids kicking off, but I was glad to say it wasn't mine. Now, before I go any further, one or two of you have commented on this little mark at the side of my head. You know, you've said, what's happened? Have you been bit by a vampire or something? What happened, the days I was about to leave here for Florida, I was giving my head one last shave because, as some of you know, I'm a bit thin on top, so I just shave it all off now. I had little Toby with me, and he's now crawling. You know, he can move about, he's mobile now. And I was trying to keep one eye on him and shave my head, and he went doing something that I thought, you know, he could get up with. So as I went for to say, Toby, no, I went, and it was one of them, so that's where it is. I took my eye off the ball with the razor for 1 second, and the razor bit and won, so that's what this is. Hopefully this sun and this lovely weather that we're having here in Florida, it'll heal up pretty soon. That's what that's about. So, on to this fortnight and what we're going to be doing. As I said, we have come for the theme parks, Mrs H and myself, and little Toby. So, I will be doing one or two little vlog style videos from the parks. Hopefully, you'll stick around and watch them, but if they're not your type of thing, hey, I fully understand. You know, but what you might want to do is just skip those videos rather than saying, oh, I'm fed up now, Mr H, it's changed its channel and all this business, I'm leaving, you know, and give me some long-winded speech like what one guy did when I did one from Disneyland Paris. You know, I wish I could live out here forever, but I'm not. It's only a temporary measure. So I think, really, people can just skip them if they don't like them. But, hey, it's up to you. It's up to you. Now, I'm not going to try and compete with the vloggers out there who do this on a regular basis, simply because it's not my shtick and it's not my bag. I'm not going to try and step on their toes, so to speak. What I'll be doing is one or two little videos and vlogs from inside the theme parks on little curiosities and little interesting things that I think are interesting and I think you guys might be interested in. So hopefully you'll stick around for that. Now, again, these videos, I'm going to try and keep them short this time, and I'm going to do them in the vlog style, as I've said. Simply because what I want to do, I want to do them in one take. Normally, I piece lots of little clips together in Windows Movie Maker, and then I just merge them, and I get them free-flowing, should I say, into a video. I'm not going to be able to do that simply because I've not brought the laptop with all the software, editing software that I use with me. I've brought one of those little notebooks, you know, these little Lenovo notebooks with Windows 10 on it. Boo hiss, I don't like Windows 10. I've brought that with me, so I'm going to have to get to grips with Windows 10 because I normally use Windows 7, and it's a different editing software that I'll be using. So, like I said, they might be a bit more rough around the edges. Hopefully what I'm going to do is have my opening theme, trim the beginning off, trim the end off, and if Mrs H has done the camera duties for me, put her credit on the end. If not, it'll just end. You know, it's one of those. Right then, this has been a bit of a test video. It's coming up to 5 minutes now, and I really don't want them to be going on too long. It's about 5 o'clock American time here, or Florida time. I don't know what that works out at, whether it's Eastern or Standard or Central. Maybe one lonely farmer or Midwest prepper who I know are American subscribers, maybe you can tell me what time zone I'm in, or at least what you guys over here call it. Right then, I'm out of here. I'm going to get up into the room now and edit this video up for your edification. I think I've rambled on long enough. So, tomorrow we'll be in the Magic Kingdom in Walt Disney World, and that's where that video will be coming from. So, until then, from myself, Mr. H, here in a lovely, sunny Orlando, it is. Bye-bye for now.